Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Adam Glasser. I'm a senior at Carver High School. After 18 years in this church, I've accumulated quite a bit of interesting stories, and I'd like to share with you. See, on the choir tour after 7th grade, we went down to New Orleans to give some performances and also do service projects around the area. Unfortunately, there was an age requirement for the service project component that was not met by those of us who are currently seniors. As a result, we had to hang out around the host church for an entire day. It did not take long for us to begin a game of sardines, a variation of playing hide and seek, except one person hides and everyone else seeks. The person who hid first decided to hide in a dark storage room in the back of the sanctuary, a room about 4 by 10 feet, equipped with tables, chairs, acolyte sticks, and robes. It would have been smart to check to see if the door locked from the inside, but no one bothered. After relentless searching, all 10 of us found ourselves in a tight, dark, and hot room. Someone tried to open the door, but sure enough, it was locked. We took a quick attendance, and when it was concluded that there was no one else looking for us, there was a brief moment of silence. And then there was screaming. One of us, I don't want to mention names, but Derek, all but destroyed an acolyte stick in an attempt to break down the door. And that didn't work. Another person called the police and said, "There are 10 of us middle schoolers who are stuck in a closet in the church and we need your help." The police asked where we were located, and he responded, "Somewhere in Louisiana." Or Mississippi. That didn't work either. In the end, one of our chaperones found us within about 10 or 15 minutes. And because he did, we are all able to graduate this year. From this experience, we learned to always check rooms to make sure they don't lock from the inside. Last summer, I volunteered with the Appalachian Service Project in West Virginia during our high school mission trip. Our work group was assigned to improve a trailer on the side of the mountain. The trailer was in poor condition, and in the event of heavy rain, it was susceptible to flooding and mudslides. Our task was to dig a protective drainage ditch around the trailer. At first, we thought the task was pretty easy, and we could potentially be done within a day or two. After a few futile stabs with a dull shovel, however, we realized that West Virginia's soil was much different than the clay found in North Carolina. Solid rock lay only a few feet below the surface, a few inches below the surface. My first thought was, "No way!" But we encouraged each other and drove into the rock anyways. It helped that a local coal miner grabbed a pickaxe and lent his considerable strength and skills to effort. After many bent pickaxes, backaches, and blisters, we not only had a serviceable ditch, but we added a new deck, stairs, and some reinforcements to the trailer's base. In countless church events, I've been assigned other trying tasks. After freshman year, I traveled to Pawhuska, Oklahoma to run a basketball camp for the poverty-stricken children of Osage Nation, an experience that led me to join my high school's basketball team the following year. After sophomore year, I traveled to Washington, D.C. to hold a vacation Bible school in an inner-city park that would have been considered too dangerous had we not been there. I performed in countless choir musicals while only practicing once a week, most recently serving as the handsome Governor Pilot in our Cotton Patch Gospel show. From these experiences, I've learned to have faith in God and trust in others, even when up against challenges that seem daunting. The Bible teaches us, if God is for us, then who can be against us? Romans 8:31. When I go off to UNC next year, I do know there will be occasionally people that are against me, especially people in dark blue. But what I have learned is that if you have faith in God and trust in others, you can accomplish things that you cannot do by yourself. I've confronted a lot of challenges during my time growing up in this church. Everything from being locked in a dark storage room to digging a seemingly impossible ditch. But I know from my church experiences that I will succeed if I simply have faith.